It all started since my secondary school SS3. When I was in secondary school, I was a shy person and a very quiet person. So I got influenced by friends, bad friends who were into cults and different groups. So it all started by they gave me drugs to keep for them. I always keep drugs for them, help them hide it and all. So from there they started telling me to join them to take it and all. So I got addicted and started liking drugs. And even when people tell me to stop it, I lie to them that I'm going to stop, or at the end I go back trying to take it wisely. My dad never knew about taking drug addicts to the rehab was the solution. So the school took me to their rehab, that is rehab and medical center. So that was my first rehabilitation. When I went to the rehab, I stayed there. I had mental disorder, but when I started drugs, it was okay. But later, I became disorganized mentally and was overthinking. It was a huge experience because I almost killed the person at the mental health department because I was thinking of the board. I was thinking of points. Like I was always having thoughts coming to my head that are not even real. Like I always try to think of what someone is thinking of, but I'm not even getting like without knowing that God, that's not even possible for me to do. So like I almost killed a person thinking that person wanted to kill me. And when after the treatment and everything, I got better, came back to the hostel. But it's just like going to treat yourself and coming back to where the smoke is. So I still went back to it. I still went back to it very fast. That day I left the mental ward. I went back to smoking. And I was lying to them that I also smoke. So when I got back home, I had problems at home. I had problems with my dad. I lost a lot of things. I sold the car he gave to me. I stole from my mom, did a lot, but it was all under the influence of drugs because before I started drugs, I saw myself not doing any of those. So when my dad noticed everything, his friend told him to take me to the rehab. After taking me to the rehabs outside school were worse than the one. Like were bad because I noticed that the people I meet there were not ready to change. And they were even abusing the drugs given to us there to treat ourselves. We're using it to get high, telling the other person to give it to like we collect the drug of others that don't take their own, we mix it together to make you high. So drug itself, when any drug can be abused and cause mental illness. So I joined them in doing that too. I left the rehab still loving drugs and before. I was suspended because I was found positive drug test. Then when I was suspended, the school suggested that my dad should still take me to the rehab. Then when my dad took me to another different rehab, I learned about drugs and drug abuse because in that rehab they were also lecturing us about everything. The school rehab lectured me, but my mind wasn't there because I wasn't taking it serious. So I was an illiterate taking drug before, but when I became an illiterate taking drug, my mental health was not that disordered. It was getting better. Like it was okay, but still having a problem. So at the end, I decided to leave some, still struggling to leave the rest because I got into a lot of drugs. I started taking a lot, even crack cocaine and others. So it was too bad. I met those I met boys that have sex with other boys just to take it because their parents have money to do them. For me, unfortunately, I was so lucky that my dad had the money to give me, but not because of drugs. I was lying to him to get the money instead of going to do those things. So I was lucky. So I just pray to God that I did the remaining two drugs I was struggling with.
People of the Fountain,